I had the pleasure of interviewing Grandmaster Axel Smith about his new book, The Woodpecker Method 2, Positional Play. So in this interview, we discussed the new book, we discussed the Woodpecker Method in general, what it is, and who invented it. And we went through several examples from the new book, which viewers attempted to solve, not always correctly. The first volume of the Woodpecker Method concerned tactical motifs. This second volume deals with positional ideas. And Axel revealed later on in the interview that he's starting to plan a third volume, which will concern the end game. But that's going to take some time to come to fruition. So I'd recommend playing through the whole interview. It took about an hour. But if you don't have quite that amount of time, then here are the first few minutes of the interview, roughly 10 or 11 minutes, in which Axel explains the Woodpecker Method, and we go through one example from the book. I know many players who've used the Woodpecker Method and believe that it has improved their chess greatly. So why not give it a try? So here we go. The Woodpecker Method 2, Positional Play, costs €29.99 or $32.95 US, and you can get it directly from Quality Chess or Forward Chess. I'll put the link down below. Welcome on everyone to the latest PowerPlayChess book review. My guest this time is Axel Smith, Swedish Grandmaster, 39 years old, and he lives in Ystad in southern Sweden. He's authored or co-authored some highly influential books like Pump Up Your Rating, The Woodpecker Method, and The Woodpecker Method 2, which is the book that we're going to be discussing principally today. And many players have credited his powerful training techniques with massively improving their chess. So hopefully we're going to be talking about those methods. And Axel, welcome to the channel. Really nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to be here.
Yeah. So you're in Ystad, in the very, very south of Sweden. How is life there?
It's good. Actually, I'm in Lund, so it's some kilometers to the north. I was born in Ystad, but I'm living in Lund.
Okay, good. Oh, you haven't gone too far afield. So we're here to discuss your new book, The Woodpecker Method 2, Positional Play. So first of all, before we actually get on to this, could you tell us a little bit about what is the Woodpecker Method?
The Woodpecker Method is an idea to repeat the same exercises several times and try to do it faster for each set you do. And the idea is that your brain will adapt. It will learn those tactical motifs or positional themes more subconsciously, so you can use it also in similar positions in a game.
Very good.
Doing the same exercises, not too hard exercises, and doing it several times. That's the basic principle.
Okay, and how did you come to this training method? How did you invent it?
It was not me that invented it. It's a friend, Hans Tikkanen. He used it. He had been a quite strong IM for many years, but he failed to make his grandmaster norms and failed to take the final step. And then he started, he read a lot of brain science and psychology, and then he tried this method, and his results were just enormous. He made all of his 3 GM notes in 7 weeks, improved his rating like 70 points in this summer after several years of not improving at all. And of course, we all became interested. We trained a lot together, Hans, me, and other players here. But he did not want to talk too much about it. So we used it for some more time, and then we tried it, the other players as well, and we also got quite good results.
Okay, so it worked for you personally as well.
Yeah, I did not improve as much as he did, but I think it works. And before tournaments, I often used it also, to be more tactical sharp.
Okay, that's very interesting. already we have our first viewers on the chat asking a few things. So Kevin Winter, Kevin, nice to see you. Kevin says, I have Woodpecker 1, but it's taken me 6 months to get halfway through the book. Wow. Well, at least you're halfway, Kevin. Is that a common experience, Axel? Do you get a lot of people who are kind of saying, well, it's kind of hard work?
Yeah, actually, I'm quite surprised that it's so many players that have solved this book a lot of times. Just today, I got an email with one solving it 17 times, the whole book.
Wow.
But to me, I think you don't need to do all the exercises. The final chapter, it's quite hard. So it might be enough to pick a reasonable number of exercises. Maybe it's enough to do half of it and now start on the second cycle from the beginning.
Okay, so go from the beginning. Kevin, you heard it. You got to go back to the beginning again. You know, your work's just starting. There we go.
And I did not even do the last chapter. When I used this book for my training, I did not use the last chapter. It's too hard for me.
Okay, so we should say that the original book, The Woodpecker Method, concerned tactics.
Yeah.
Okay, and this new book, or at least it came out at the end of 2024, so The Woodpecker Method 2, Positional Play. So now you've switched over to positional play. Was that a bit more difficult to write than the tactical one?
Yeah, it is, because with tactical exercises, you can use the engine to check if it's true. It's quite clear. But for positional exercises, the difference might be very, very slight according to the engine, 0.2 pawns or maybe even nothing at all. But still, there are positions where there is one move that is the best one positionally. And and then also, I'm not so sure, can I trust myself, my positional understanding? So I had a lot of test readers that solved these exercises, and some of them have to be removed. And it was a much longer process.
The test readers had to be removed, it sounded very sinister.
If they don't agree,
if they don't agree, quite right. Good. Yeah, you got to let them know who the boss is. Well, I found it really interesting. It's as is so often the case with the quality chess books. Quality chess, it really means something because it's beautifully produced, very nice paper, very nice layout, very nice design. Let me show our viewers what it looks like. So nicely set out, and half the book is concerned with the solutions. So you've written out with very careful explanations as well. So I like it, I have to say, very much. Costs €29.99. So yeah, you certainly get your money's worth with this. I have to say, I've really enjoyed going through it. Let's give our viewers a puzzle. So do you want to introduce this first position?
I think in this Woodpecker books, it's like a very short introduction chess-wise. So it's basically the exercises that talks. So you solve them, and then when you solve them several times, you will learn the patterns. So in the book, there's no introduction at all. The only advice you get is black to move or white to move. And here, it's black to move. And in both these Woodpecker books, it's only games with world champions. So as you can see here, it's Lasker against Steinitz.
But that's really interesting. I was going to ask you about that. And in fact, we have Kevin on the chat says that he likes the use of world champion examples. So it's obviously resonating with your audience. I mean, what gave you the idea just to give examples of play from world champions?
No, mostly it's the position that's important, but I think it just adds something. It's more interesting to see these games. Maybe they did not find a solution, then you can be proud of yourself if you did. And you can also feel the chess history. But there are not only classical games, it's also games from simultaneous exhibitions. So then they did not have really the...
Okay.
It was more difficult for them.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoy looking back through, historical games, and I really liked it that we can see the play of the world champions. I think it
And
really...
then this is an example. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
this is an example where black did not find the correct move in the game.
Okay, and that's also interesting actually. So yeah, I really liked it. So it's black to play. Let's give our viewers the first puzzle. I should say we've got plenty more examples and puzzles to show you. So this one is black to play. So Lasker against Steinitz, St. Petersburg. And okay, it takes a little bit of time. There's a slight delay, but we'll get some answers very soon, I'm sure. Well, we have, Axel, we have quality viewers on the channel. They know their stuff. And the first two answers were F4.
Correct.
There we
Well
are.
done.
Okay, let's play the move. Okay, so...
Okay, we need some explanation, I guess.
I guess so. Give us some explanation.
So I think here the center is closed, so it's possible to attack on the wing. So black's plan is to continue to push even the G pawn and attack the white king. And with this F4 move, black also closes the E file. You can see white's rook on E1 is not that active, and the bishop on C2, this diagonal is also closed.
Yeah.
So if it was white to move, white should capture on F5 to open up and to avoid black from getting this attack. So it's quite a typical attack in the King's Indian.
Yeah, and Kevin says that. Yeah, King's Indian style, exactly. Yes, and as you've just said, if white gets the chance to exchange here, then that gives, well, in fact, all these pieces gives them more scope. So yeah, F4 is not just an aggressive move, but actually it's very important for squashing white's pieces or restricting white's pieces. And yeah, B6. Now I don't know what the game continuation was, but you mentioned...
We can say that the exercise basically ended after the first move. When you found this, you have solved the exercise.
Very good. So,
and in a practical game, I think black is better here. It's much easier to play black.
Definitely. So what did Steinitz actually play?
He took on E4 instead of playing F4.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, that's surprising.
Yeah, but today you can say that it's surprising. Maybe it was not that easy back in 1895 when the game was played.
Absolutely.
Now we have read a lot of books on the King's Indian and seen a lot of games.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And by the way, there are methods to fight against F4. You know, I would certainly be interested in a counter sacrifice.
Now you're disappeared for a moment.
Excuse me? So I didn't catch that.
I did not hear you for quite a few seconds.
I was just saying I think I would be interested in a sacrifice on E5 to try and change the narrative of the position. So
yeah, maybe practical, but you really think it works? I don't see that those pawns are that dynamic. The 2 pawns that white gets.
I didn't say it was any good.
Yeah.
No, it's about changing the narrative, really.